Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to install SQL Server Express LocalDB, which is commonly called as LocalDB. So first let me give you an overview of what is SQL Server LocalDB, which is a feature of SQL Server Express, and it is available on the SQL Server Express edition with advanced services. LocalDB installation copies a minimal set of files that are necessary to start the SQL Server database engine, and which is very easier to set up a database, and it can be used without complex configurations in your development purposes. Once LocalDB is installed, you can instantiate a connection to the database using a special connection string, and which is specially formatted for connecting to LocalDB. When you connect to a LocalDB, the necessary SQL Server infrastructure is automatically created and started, and enabling you to connect to it without complex configurations. So let me go to installation media, and LocalDB is a feature you select during the SQL Server Express installation, and is available when you download the media. So let me show how to download the media. So first I will download the SQL Server Express edition. In here you have to keep in mind that this is mentioned that customers using Visual Studio 19 and Visual Studio 2022 should install SQL Server 2019 edition. So I will click this SQL Server 2019 Express edition. So it's downloading, and so let me open that installer. So when you download the installation media, the LocalDB installer SqlLocalDB.exe is available for you, except for the editions Express Go. After the downloading the installation media, it will be located in your downloads folder maybe. So first let's start SQL Server Express 2019 installation. And then you have to click download media, and in here there are two options for downloading the local DB. So I will click local DB, and it's 53 megabytes, and I will click download, and you can set the download location. In here it's already set in my case. Now it's successfully downloaded, so we can close this, and we can go to the file, the media files that are downloaded. And as I told you before, in here the document tells that the LocalDB installer SqlLocalDB.exe is available in the installation media. So it's now in here, so I'll double click the MSI file and click next, and we have to accept and click next, and then we'll install. Now the installation is completed, so we can click finish. Now let's check whether the installation is complete by checking whether the SqlLocalDB utility has installed correctly. So we'll open a command prompt, and let's try out some commands. you can see that the utility is working correctly and it will display us the instances that are in the local DB. In your case, it might be only MS SQL local DB. To view the commands that we can use with SQL local DB, we can type SQL local DB dash question mark and you will see the all the commands that we can use with SQL local DB. Alternatively, you can install the local DB through Visual Studio installer as well. One thing I have to note that there can be only one installation of the local DB binary files for each major SQL Server database engine version. An instance of the SQL Server database engine has started as the local DB has the same limitations as the SQL Server Express. So there's an utility will install with the SQL LocalDB, which is SqlLocalDB.exe utility, which is you can use to manage local DB instances, and you can create, start and stop. So it will be very useful. Once the installation of the local DB is completed, it is an instance of SQL Server Express. So that's some overview of local DB and how it should install. So in the next session we will discuss about two kinds of instances, which are automatic and named instances. Then we will discuss about shared instances. It's a facility that LocalDB has enabled to share the instances across multiple users in the same computer. So thank you. We'll join with the next session. Thank you.